o'clock Sunday night. And you'll be able to hear it on the iHeartRadio app, and you'll be able to hear it over at Alt 99.1 as well. Hosted by Elton John, performances from artists from their living rooms. So Alicia Keys, Backstreet Boys, The Billies, Eilish, and Joe Armstrong. Mariah Carey, Tim McGraw, and many more. And there will be, I think, opportunities to contribute to some organizations as you see fit. Also locally, if you want information to help the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. They don't need volunteers anymore because they've got the National Guard helping out.
They just need cocaine. They're tired.
They need some way to keep them up. But monetary contributions, always. And obviously, people think of the Greater Cleveland Food Bank when things are really in bad times. But they always need contributions because you never know when the bottom's going to fall out. So they want to make sure that they have shelf-stable food. They pack emergency boxes in kids' backpacks and all kinds of things. So if you want to contribute to the Greater Cleveland Food Bank, or if you need their assistance, whichever side of that equation you're on, you can call 216-738-2067 for the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. I saw that they're making the Cleveland Marathon a virtual event.
What?
No way you're going to be able to cheat at this. Hey, I came in first in the Cleveland Marathon.
You just run in place for 26 miles? I mean,
I'm not going to run in place. I'm just going to, do the things I normally do on a Saturday morning. Just wear my watch on my other hand.
The Rite Aid Cleveland Marathon was set for May 16th and 17th. They're going to be hosting them now as virtual events. You can log your miles wherever you want from April 15th to May 17th, and then they'll mail you shirts and medals.
Oh, so it's not an actual race then?
No, but there's got to be a million ways you can cheat at this.
But why would you? You'd only be cheating yourself.
How bad do you need the T-shirt, Alan? Come on.
How bad do you need the medal? You see how people glom for medals? Like when we did that 5K for St. Pat's, It's fun when they hand you the medal. Yeah. If I'm running past the guy at the finish line who's holding out a medal, I will take one.
Yeah.
There were people trampling other people to get to the medal guy.
I have a friend
I'm like, come on, man.
Her husband's really, really into like Spartan races and all those crazy things to the point where he's done hundreds of them.
Yeah.
And
we used to do those like Muddy Buddy and Tough Mudder.
Yeah, all kinds of them. I guess he registered for this one that was way up in like the thick woods of Michigan, like near the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah.
And the only reason why he registered for it is because they had the largest medal of any race in America.
There you go.
So he drove all the way up at no cell phone reception. Like they couldn't get in contact with each other all day. He's on this like however many 30-mile extravaganza because he wanted the biggest medal that they had. But A,
that's a guy who's used to doing those.
Yeah.
B, you've earned that huge pancake-sized medal,
it's like a
right?
dinner plate. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So it might sound silly, but you're going to earn that, right? Mm-hmm. What, to St. Patty's Day, like, guys, you ran 3 miles. Calm down, all right? So the Cleveland Marathon, if you've already registered for it but don't want to do the virtual race, you can defer your registration to next year or the year after. But yeah, you log your miles. And then you submit them, I guess.
So if you want a medal that says I ran a marathon, you can run 26 miles over the course of that time?
I guess so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how many days is it?
26.2 miles.
No, how many days?
Oh, about a month.
So you could run 2 miles a day.
April 15th to May 17th.
Oh, yeah. So you could run a mile a day and say you ran a marathon.
Just walk my dog and get one.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. The marathon did their best to work with the city, they said, to find an alternate date in the fall. But with Brown's schedules and things like that, they weren't unable to do it. So it'll be a virtual event. Also, sending out good vibes, somebody Mary has mentioned, the owner of Joe's Deli has tested positive for the COVID-19.
Oh, I ate it. I ate there.
That is
out of here.
Joe's Deli in Rocky River. That is Joe Kanan.
Sure. Don't know.
He is 72, and he has tested positive for the coronavirus.
Yeah, but it's not like he made my food. You know,
No one said he did.
The owner's not in there
I just wasn't familiar with this place until you mentioned it, is what I'm saying. So
really good.
I
They've
believe
got a
you.
super expansive menu and a lot of
Expensive or expansive?
expansive. They got a lot of different
menu.
things. Anything you could want.
Gotcha.
And they were giving out free dessert.
They have chili dogs.
I don't think they have chili dogs.
Then they don't have everything, do they?
All right, relax, chili dog.
Could you buy a hot dog and chili and combine the two?
Maybe not at this place, but that is something you could do in the
Like
future.
a coney. Could they? Does their Greek salad have beets?
No.
Oh.
Probably artichoke, feta, olives.
All right. Well, they had, of course, been open for takeout and curbside since March 16th. He has been in the hospital for a few days now. They said he's in stable condition. So there you go. You know?
Get into my neck of the woods.
Into your neck of the woods. I'll tell you what, I'm a sucker for that Amy Acton. She's the foxy doctor who heads up the Ohio Department of Health. And yeah, listen, Mike DeWine, he's doing what he can do. You know, he's been at the forefront of the whole thing. But he's not a doctor. He wisely steps aside when she's got to disseminate some critical and factual medical information. And so, you know, I think she's one of the rising stars of the American medical community. I'm a big fan.
We talk a lot about what to look for being flu-like. Some of the data we're looking at now is showing
Hold on, I want to do this properly.
that it is things we've talked about, the fever, headache, body aches. But we're seeing some new
My
symptoms.
body does ache when I hear Amy Acton.
My body aches for you, Amy.
Give me the information.
Throbs even.
Well, that took a weird turn.
A lot about what to look for being flu-like. Some of the data we're looking at now is showing that it is things we've talked about, the fever, headache, body aches, but we're seeing some new symptoms emerge. Talking about people talking about GI upset, just feeling more fatigued than usual, and sometimes not showing that fever, but you know when you're not feeling well. My best advice to everyone is if you don't feel well in any way, stay home and make that call.
That's the weird thing is they just keep finding new things. They're like, the virus isn't mutating per se. Well, it's not mutating. But
just showing up differently.
Yeah, it manifests so differently in different people. So they're like the red eyes. People in the Pacific Northwest, these nurses started to notice that a big common thing was people had red eyes, like not the whites of their eyes, but like allergy eyes, like
Around
looked
their
like they're
eyes.
really puffy.
Yeah.
That was kind of a tell that people had COVID-19. And now Amy Acton's like, you might have GI issue, gastrointestinal.
I'm gastrointestinal. Sean Connery.
I've got
Gastrointestinal.
Welcome to the Rock.
Where's the
I've got
toilet?
gastrointestinal, a sexual threesome. Gastrointestinal tract issues. And I got to tell you, the past couple of days, and I think maybe it's just because my schedule's been off, my stomach's been super, super grumbly.
Like hungry?
I don't know. I don't feel nauseated, so it doesn't feel weird. It's just making a lot of noise.
What are you eating that's different?
I don't know.
Well, you said you've been eating in the mornings. That's new, so it might be kicking something around.
Yeah, maybe.
Getting
Okay.
your metabolism going.
Okay. Thank you for putting my mind at ease.
I got you, boo.
Thank you. She's. Yes.
What's with the blanket?
I'm freezing.
But where's the good blanket that Alan got you?
This is the good blanket. Is it inside out? Okay. You're upset.
The good blanket. Where's the good blanket?
You're upset that your face isn't pointed outward?
I mean, there's a reason he got you that blanket, and it's not to use the white side. It's to use the
Am I
side.
supposed to strap it to my face? I wasn't even paying attention, Bill.
All right, that's better.
There, is this better for you? Look, this part's white anyway.
Listen.
You don't even know what body part is on my arm right now. You have no idea.
That's my face.
Elbow to fist. It is elbow to fist. Elbow to fist.
Listen, I never dictated how you had to wear it.
This guy.
I'm the director of the live stream.
That's
and
true.
I
He's
say
my
if
video
you're
guy.
going to-
Yep.
If you're going to use a blanket, it needs to be used in the proper manner.
Please take your direction from him.
Well, I'm sorry.
So Amy Acton doling out a couple of new symptoms there. Some fatigue. You might not have a fever. I'm taking my
That's the one
temperature
that I've
every
been
day.
like-
That's the one that everybody's looking at, But that's what's so crazy about this is they're like, a lot of people are walking around who might have this, who are completely asymptomatic, but might be. That's the point of the goddamn physical distancing. For everybody's like, oh, this should be done already. The point of it is because you might feel fine, but have something, and you don't want to give it to somebody else. You wouldn't think that this would have to be explained over and over again, but 833-4ASK-ODH, by the way, is their hotline for the Ohio Department of Health. Now, much to my chagrin, when I called it, it was not Amy Acton personally answering those calls. I understand she's way too busy with other stuff.
Were they at least like being sultry about it?
No.
What are your symptoms? Wasn't anything
Like
like
that sultry bitch who used to call the hotline every so often?
Do you have a throbbing fever?
Throbbing headache? Is your head throbbing?
You're really ruining this for me. I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry.
So Mike DeWine, for his part, has pointed out that primary voting will continue. It will be by mail. That primary vote, if you voted early for the primary, your vote will be counted. There's no need to vote again. But there will be no in-person primary election in Ohio. The absentee ballot has been extended to April 28th. And the postage is prepaid. It's going to be by mail. But you have to submit an application for an absentee ballot by the 25th of April. And you can get online, you can print it out.
You think this will end up with more people voting if it gets
I
mailed?
hope.
No,
I
I think it'll be less.
don't know
No.
why. I don't know why
Way
every
less.
election is not by mail now.
Well, this
I don't
is
know
what
why
I'm
you don't.
saying.
I mean, you can do absentee ballots, but I mean, most people don't do that. Most people go and get in line. And there was all that confusion about, on St. Patty's Day, which is when the primary was scheduled for. There's all that confusion the night before as to whether or not it was going to happen. I get up like a mook and go down to my polling place, and it's dead quiet.
Same here. I went to bed at like 11 o'clock because I knew I had to get up early. I was going to go in late to work, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go vote. So when I went to bed that night, I had it in my mind that I was going to go vote. First thing I do when I wake up, I'm like, all right, what time do the polls open? Closed.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, that was sudden.
By the way, it also bears mentioning that if you didn't even take the time to register to vote, obviously you can't vote by absentee ballot.
I have to change my address.
Change your address, baby. Things getting back to normal in Cincinnati, in the sense that they've released a list on local television of what the cops will not come out for. Because Cincinnati police are dealing with all kinds of things related to COVID-19. So they released a public list of things for which the department will no longer send officers. So if you're one of our bureau chiefs down Cincinnati way, and you're prone to running afoul of the law, there's a helpful list for you. It began at 8 a.m. yesterday.
Turtle smuggling.
Not on the list, but I'll tell you what, I bet that's just because they don't think anyone's going to do it, which is why this is the perfect time,
to do it.
to
It's
smuggle a turtle.
The perfect crime.
That's right.
They hide in their shell anyway.
However,
they don't know.
that's right. They
Double
will
smuggle.
They will send police for tortoise smuggling.
Well, it's just because they're so big.
So it's really up to you to determine which is which. But any stripe of criminal, you hope, has done their research. So Cincinnati police will not send officers for assault charges with no injury.
Oh.
So if you're going to beat somebody up, just make sure you don't hurt them.
Wow.
Breaking and entering.
What?
B&Es in the Cincinnati metropolitan area
And they
do
wrote-
not rise to the level.
So they put out a press release for this.
Why would they do
to
that?
let everybody know,
They
hey,
put it
here's
on-
what you can do.
You can
Local
get away with
television.
this.
Not enough
television.
people are going to see a press release.
Yeah.
Local television. Yeah, WCPO, which is, I
Hey,
think, the
good
NBC
job.
affiliate down there.
That's a great idea.
So B&Es, right at a time where people might become increasingly desperate.
Desperate, yeah.
Right.
Cincinnati police are telling you they were not going to show up if somebody breaks into your
It's the
house.
beginning of the purge, man.
No, the purge at least was organized.
Yeah, it was only one night.
Yeah, 12 hours. Do whatever you want.
Criminal property damage, lost or stolen property. They will not, I believe that's probably in tandem with breaking and entering. They're like, well, if we're not going to go out for the B&E, we can't go out for lost, stolen property. menacing and phone harassment. Boy, this really cuts a pretty broad swath here. It's like, we're not going to come out if you get the piss beat out of you. We're also not going to come out if somebody's being mean to you on the phone. All right.
If you get the piss beat out of you, that's enough of an injury that they will come out.
Kidney
But
failure,
if you
man.
get slapped,
Yeah.
if you just get slapped by someone, they're like, we got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Hey, what happened? I got no pee in my body. Huh. All right. Well,
Pee in my body.
I had a bunch of pee in my body, and now it's not in my body
Now
anymore.
it's everywhere.
Now it's everywhere. Oh.
They assaulted me and they stole my pee.
Hello,
My pee is
officer.
gone.
Do you hear what's happening?
This is my face.
This is my...
It's draining. It's draining.
So, a little helpful primer for you people in Cincinnati who are wondering, I wish that they would have accompanied this with a list of things they will still come out for, though. Murders, capital offenses probably, but...
They're probably so overwhelmed with things right now.
I'm sure they are, but I also want... they're not putting a list like that out in Cleveland.
Hell,
They know better.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, suit up, guys.
The cop's like, why would we start coming out for stuff now?
My boy's not gonna ride.
You can do a lot of stuff, and they're like, we're gonna just we'll get to it when we get to it.
It will be fine.
Yeah. These things
Whatever.
will
I
resolve
see a lot
themselves.
of cops on the road. Well, now we're driving into work, but like it's every couple miles. I'm like, hey, Popo, y'all good?
That's the sound of the police.
Do you think that they're changing the quotas and stuff for like the amount of tickets and things that need to be issued every month?
Nah, I think they're just monitoring people. Like, this is not the time to speed. I go the speed limit and nothing else.
Well, you do that anyway.
You were already doing that,
But I'm
though.
saying, so say they have to issue, I don't know, not real numbers, but say they have to give out 100 speeding tickets a month.
Is that quota real?
I think it is. They have to give out 100 speeding tickets a month. But now that nobody's driving, does that number drop, or are they going to be pulling you over for going 2 miles per hour over?
I feel like people are still out driving. I feel like there's
It's
enough people.
less than half.
It's less, but I feel like there's enough to
People
still hit
doing
those
delivery.
numbers. Yeah.
How dare you?
Right.
Oh, so stupid.
I got officer friends. Why have I never asked him, is like the quota thing real? Because I always thought that was a myth.
Good for you.
Because half of them will tell you it's not, and the other half will be real and tell you it is.
Okay.
Ask them out in whatchamacallit. What Lindale? Is that the speed
Oh,
trap?
yeah.
Ask them in Lindale. It's like 2 square miles.
It's less than that. And they don't have they have no exit to their town on that highway.
There you go.
But
That's why everybody's like, dude, this isn't even, technically, but we can't even get to your city from this highway.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
And the way you treat us, who would want to, frankly?
I didn't think there was an actual cop like clocking you. I thought it was just like a cam. That
It's a cop.
They got a cop, they got a cam, they got it all.
See, I didn't know that. Never worried about it because I'm too black to go over the speed limit. So,
You are too black to go over the speed limit.
yeah, I know.
And yet,
Too white to dance.
too white to dance. Too white to do the roadside test without falling over.
Is that his memoir?
Yes,
Too black to speed, too white to dance.
it is. A memoir
The
by
Poundcake
Cody
story.
Allen Brown. The Poundcake Story. That's right. By Carlos Beloza. That's his pen name. His nom de guerre, if you will. All right, I got a break. You want to text 35192? We got Mary celebrating what would have been opening day at AlanCoxShow.com. The Alan Cox Show Instagram hotties are there as well. And you can listen anywhere you are on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeart